situation.
Yeah, both sides now have lost ball in critical positions, and it's a shame really, because they play some great rugby, and just at the final pass, or the final hurdle, or the final yard of meter, they've just knocked on or just turned the ball over. And I'm sure in the next few minutes, next 10 minutes, the game's going to unfold and open up, and we'll see some great tries coming.
This is the 63rd Bradby, brought to you by Singer Sri Lanka in association with Suntel also, and it's a Sports First production. We have in the commentary box British Lion, England number 8, and now Director Rugby at Harlequins, a man that I have immense pleasure in calling this game with, Mr. Dean Richards. Those of you who don't remember him, you probably weren't born at the time he was playing rugby, some of these blokes, but those of you who do will know exactly what he used to do in situations like this. 5 meters out, unstoppable. Sincesi manages to get that ball out downfield, but this is Shailendra with a little step, but running away from his forwards. Don't really know why he chose that angle of running, but he manages to not lose the ball and put his team under pressure. He just goes into touch, and he will concede the line out.
Yeah, it is a strange choice. He's probably the best defender in the world, the touchline, and he never misses a tackle, does he? And it's just a couple of times it's happened in the game, and it doesn't matter which team you play for, you still get people. David Stratton does it for England, as does some of the best players around the world. John Kirwan used to do it for New Zealand. But, it's strange as a forward, you never like to see it.
Royal getting the shove. Lifting is the call from referee Orville Fernando, and not many referees manage to spot that. Let's see whether they can see it here. Nicholas and Anayaka shoving upwards, and that's not allowed. It's very dangerous, and good call by referee Fernando.
It's a strange decision to run it from your own 22-metre line. The line has just started to function reasonably well, Trinity. They're getting better and better, and they went through a bit of a dodgy patch in the first half, but now second half is starting to work. And why they didn't kick down the line, use the wind behind them, and then just play themselves out of trouble.
Yes, decision making by Sean Wanigasekara, leaving a little bit to be desired there. And this is a pick and go. This is Asif Hussain slicing through the defence. Idris Omar in a good cover tackle. He got there very fast. Bilal Hassan is the first man there as usual, picks it up and goes. Another pick and go from the Royal forwards. They stayed on their feet this time. Malwatha. This is a short ball out to Bilal Hassan once again. He's carrying the ball a lot today. Lenador with him. Sathiranathan trying to put his hands on the ball and win the turnover, but good rucking from Royal, even though it was late. Malwatha switches play. This is Adi Hetty. Adi Hetty goes to ground. The ball is slow, we don't know where it is. Will the referee blow this one up? Degenerated, this ruck has, but Trinity coming away with it and managing to clear their lines once again. A good little kick from Adib Hassan. Some tired legs on the field, Dino.
Yeah, there are. We're getting to this 50-minute stage, and the boys do start to tire, but that's when the game opens up, and it's an interesting game as it is already, but I'm pretty sure that a few more missed tackles and you'll see some great tries. I do like the way that they work the line out. Some great lines cut off the base of the scrum as well. It's intriguing, it really is. I'm loving every minute of it.
Viraj Prasanna can take a lot of the credit for the way this Royal pack has been functioning in the set pieces. He is a Sri Lanka hooker and one of the best hookers in that we've ever produced in this country. And he's been working with this Royal 8 for quite some time now. And clearly they are seeing the effects of his coaching as Dasanayaka tries to wriggle his way out of trouble, but runs straight into Bilal Hassan, which is bigger trouble than he can wriggle your way out of. This is Lenador. Later there was seeing a little bit of a gap open up. Hands in the ruck there, well spotted by referee Orville Fernando. Lasanta Samarusekara being very silly there, trying to pick that ball up in the ruck and conceding a penalty right underneath the posts. This is the ball out from Malwata. Lenadu was spotting the gap, coming in off his opposite number, Shamim. Sigurds missing the tackle, he makes a bit of ground. Adi Basan with the tackle there. And number 2, it was Mahin Vikramasiri Radha who dived over and got his hands on that ball. But the ruck had already formed, and referee Fernando has no hesitation in giving the penalty away to Royal, who will again have no hesitation in taking this kick. And Shailendra is a decent kicker by school standards, should get this one over, Dino.
Well, I didn't say whether it's going to be in all right. I've got most things wrong so far. As you say, he's taken it well. It's a great kick.
15 points rather to 11, and that puts Royal away. 14 points rather, I'm sorry. That puts Royal 3 points ahead, so a score could still do it for Trinity, but they've still got the 8-point deficit to make up from the first leg. That deficit is now 11, so a converted try and a try could do it for Trinity, but they've got to do it very quickly. Malwata looking for Bilal Hassan. Hassan rather upright as he runs into that tackle, but he relies on his handoff to beat the first man. Shailendra onto his right boot once again and stinging the ball down the field nearly into the Trinity College bench. And some good touch finding from him today.
Yeah, I think Royals are doing exactly what they should do and just play the game in the right areas of the field. If Trinity had done that a few minutes ago, they wouldn't have conceded the penalty. Instead of been playing it right at the other end of the field, they had the opportunity to do it and they didn't do it, which is a shame. But again, you can see the first phase is beginning to function. Great line-out take there. Just need to just tidy a little area up just around about the central the decision-making, which will make a big difference to how
Good defence in the Royal line, but the referee had called the advantage earlier on, and that might have been interesting. If the ball had gone to hand, he would have sliced through the defence.
Over that.
Referee, touch judge AC Tanakun giving referee Fernando a little bit of advice.
Also, he thought he was like, I'm very sorry. So, yeah, last one is a free.
Number one.
Number 1, Fasal Sava here going into the sin bin for what was described by AC Tanakun as stamping. Sean Vanigasekara, the captain, trying to argue his way out of it. That's the big hit that came in from Lenadua on his opposite number. But Sean Vanigasekara trying to argue his point and say it was raking, and the touchers thought it was stamping. So give us a last warning, please. Sheer desperation from Sean Vanigasekara, but referee Fernando showing the yellow card, as you must do for positions of dangerous play like that. But they've got a bit stricter on stamping and, rucking, as we used to call it, Dino, in the recent past. Not as much stray boots as there used to be in your time.
No, I think the reason behind that is you have the yellow cards, and that can actually make the decision for the player as opposed to the player making the decision for the referee, and which is what is happening. Although I must admit I'm not averse to a bit of rucking. I think it does deter people from getting on the wrong side, and providing it is just solely rucking, and that's a backward movement with a foot, and it's on the ball.
Absolutely, but this is the forwards union talking. I'm not sure the three quarters will really agree with us. I too am really in favour of a bit of raking, and it doesn't hurt at all. And if you're on the wrong side, you need to be reminded that you've got to move away.
I remember playing against the All Blacks in the mid-80s, and I came off the field, and my back was cut to ribbons having played against, and I was just rushed off the park. And I didn't really think too much about it at the time, because you just get on the play, and you think, well, yeah, I'm not going to get on the wrong side again, but you only do it once or twice, and you learn not to cheat. And I still think there should be a place in the game for it.
True, I agree with you. This is Hassan to Sigurds, banging the ball down the field with the wind and seeing whether he can put Shailendra under a bit of pressure with the bounce. But he's been